Hi guys, welcome to another market news and updates. I'm your host Omi and this is my YouTube channel. Today we'll be discussing what are the latest market news and what are the updates. And now let's start today's video. Welcome back to the video guys. So let's start our today's video. So tomorrow, don't forget, we have our Saturday NFT show. We'll be discussing Crypto Simps. It's an amazing project. It has a roadmap. It has a very big team that's been working on it. And the project has a lot of incentives for the people who are going to be part of this exclusive membership based community. They also have some VIP giveaways to give it to you. So we'll be discussing that in a lot of detail tomorrow in our Saturday NFT show. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the Saturday video. So let's start our news for today. So in the news we have South Korean regulator says NFTs are not virtual assets. Seoul will follow FATF guidance on the matter of NFTs and its regulations. Let's see what exactly they're trying to say. According to the basic positions expressed by the International Anti-Money Laundering Organization, NFTs are not regulated. The report said, citing an unnamed Financial Intelligence Unit FIO official. So basically what everyone is saying that NFTs are not going to be regulated. They are not considered as a virtual asset yet. But we are having a gray area in this at this moment, and hopefully over the period of time different countries will come up with different solutions, and as we've seen in history, then slowly we'll have one international solution to it. That's how I've learned and seen things go about in my own life. That first country comes up with what they think, then another country comes up with what they think, and then slowly it becomes like an international law, or everybody sits down and discuss, let's do it like that. So next one we have Kazakhstan limits crypto investment for retail players. Report: the country's financial regulator is worried about the high risk associated with crypto, and I would say this was a very good thing done by Kazakhstan, because the biggest problem we see in the retail markets is that a retailer comes in when the market is already at a top, and all these VCs, institutions, whales, they hand over their bags to these retail investors at the top. So because in a crypto market, if there's no buyer, you can't sell. So buyers are brought in at the top of the market because the whole world is FOMOing in. They feel like they missed out on the opportunity of making a lot of gains also in cryptocurrency, and they see a lot of their friends and other relatives making money, and they be like, why am I the one feeling left out? So they want to be part of it, and that's when this environment is created, and that's where Kazakhstan wants to protect its citizens. That is a very good idea, because most of the people have a very bad time the first time they get into it on the top, and then they have to hold their coins for ages. Some people can't hold it, they don't have enough patience, and then they make some massive losses in the industry, and then they feel like cryptocurrency is a bad business, don't do it, don't get involved, and then they tell everybody cryptocurrency is wrong, cryptocurrency is a scam. And we've been seeing this trend for years over and over again.
And billions and billions and billions and billions and
Spain central bank requesting financial institutions to outline crypto plans until 2024. The Spanish financial authorities is asking banks to report on their business relationship with crypto service providers and exposures to crypto. So we're seeing a lot of countries right now have been adopting. I've also heard Binance is working on a Europe infrastructure for cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, and now we're also hearing Spain as a country has decided to do that as well. This is very interesting times to be alive and to be seeing this revolution happening in our own lifetimes. Back in 2010, 9, 11, 12, I never thought I'm going to be seeing days like this, but today we are. Massive news coming from NYC after NYC NFT, which is another project we're going to be discussing tomorrow on our Saturday NFT show. So New York's mayor-elect Eric Adams will take his first 3 paychecks on Bitcoin. This is massive news. He even said later on Twitter that he might just take all his salaries on Bitcoin. So this is just showing you how even governments, politicians, scientists, nobody wants to be left out in this revolution that we're experiencing right now. Everybody wants to be part of it, and everybody wants to have a bit of it or a slice of it. So that's all for our news today, guys. Let's see what's happening in our technicals. So let's see हमारे technicals के अंदर क्या चल रहा है, and let's start with Coinmarketcap. So if we see today's BTC dominance, it's at 42.8. Ethereum's dominance is at 19.6. We begin to see BTC's dominance have increased slightly and BTC's dominances have begun to decrease. That it could also be a sign that the money has started to move, and that could also be the reason because today is Fridays, and Friday mostly options expire, and that could be the reason investors wanted to protect their money because Ethereum could expect high volatility. It could go upwards or it could even go downwards. The global crypto market cap is 2.74 trillion, a 0.76 increase over the last day. Money keeps coming into the markets as retail and institutions keep FOMOing. Bitcoin dominance is currently 42.84%, a decrease of 0.10 over the last day. तो ओवरऑल अगर हम मार्केट को देखें तो मार्केट के अंदर पैसा आ रहा है, BTC की डोमिनेंस में डिक्रीज भी है, थोड़ी सी इंक्रीज भी है. The situation is a lot sideways when it comes to both the elder coins of the market, when BTC and Ethereum are pretty much sideways after Ethereum made a 4,600 all-time high. Overall, अब market को scroll करके feel करते हैं whether it's gonna be green, whether it's gonna be red today. Looks like a mixed bag. थोड़ी green भी है, थोड़ी सी लाल भी है, but we are seeing more green at the moment. So okay, overall it's like a mixed bag. I would say a 55 45 kind of thing, 45 red, 55, you know. So we got Phoenix Global, some new coin I guess, that is up 6,479%, and I'm sure in the next day it's going to be down 10,000%. Don't buy coins like this, avoid them, especially when they come out. After that we got crypto.com. Crypto.com's been doing massive advertising when it comes to advertising right now, and they're doing it with I think one of the best biggest artists out there, Matt Damon. Arweave is there. Arweave is top there, one of my favorite coins. I always promote it. I always told you guys that this coin is gonna be a gem in the future. A lot of people didn't believe that. A lot of people bought it, but then they sold it. They never kept it in their portfolio. Holding is, you know, hold is gold in these markets. You just never just buy and sell, buy and sell. I know that sounds pretty good, you feel like you're making a quick money, but you must understand we don't come to these markets just to make USD or PKR or INR. We come to these markets so we can make Bitcoin, we can earn Ethereum, we can earn those assets that are gonna be worth it for us in the long run. If we keep taking profits and taking profits in USD, it will be good for your bank balance in this world, you know, in our physical world. But in the long run, as dollar depreciates, as INR depreciates, as PKR depreciates, you are losing value on your money and after working so hard on trades. So overall, if we look at these coins, these were the coins that had been pumping previously as well. We saw Phantom, and you know, basically I'm seeing the money has flowed, money has moved, and we can clearly see that the money is moved in some different coins now. Let's see, IOTEX obviously was pumping a lot, Root Ring as well was pumping a lot. Shiba Inu is dumping right now because the whale has moved his money. Similar for Sandbox. XC Infinity is just making a correction after an all-time high. Also for Thorchain, seems like on the graphs that we're making a higher low. Yep, overall if we look at the market, these are the coins that are green, but then these were the coins that were pumping also for the last few days. तो क्रिप्टो फियर एंड ग्रीड इंडेक्स में देखें तो वी आर एट 73 interesting times. That means we're still at the same level as yesterday because we didn't move much. We're at 63 at BTC, we came down, tested 60, and now we're trading about 61, 62. So let's get into our charts and let's straight get into Ethereum's dominance. As we can see, dominance को हम एक घंटे में ले लेते हैं, so we have a picture more in detail in lower time frames. So we can see we went sideways. After being sideways, we came back up in trend for a short period of time, and we made a high here, and then after that we made a higher low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and now we're also doing the similar thing on low, 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 low. So basically it's sideways and now it's coming down, and if we see now, BTC's dominance have increased, and it is increasing over the last days. Especially we're also seeing others dominance increasing. That is a significant sign. We're at like right at the tip of our alt season pump, where you know suddenly things just become extraordinary. They start pumping 100 200x. This is where we go. Yesterday we saw BTC touching another new highs, about 60k, and then after that we saw the market has pumped up and we have come back into our rising channel. If we look at Ethereum is also in a similar situation. We're still in our rising channel. We broke out from it, but nonetheless we're sideways pretty much after breaking the 4,600. Let's check out AXS as well. AXS has been doing pretty well. We just went to about 151 and now we are just been consolidating is in these zones. Basically we made a nice uptrend and then we made a correction and now we're gonna follow up. I feel like I'm seeing an AXS of $200 anytime soon. We've also noticed ADA has been making some pumps. ADA is back in the market. We had been sleeping for a month now. A similar situation for ADA. We might experience a higher high here. Overall, if I look at AR has been completely making somewhere like an M, but right now if we look at it, if we don't complete this, we will keep going upwards. For AR also I'm looking at a target of about $100. FTM finally came back up, is back in our trend. Similar situation for FTT as well. FTT right now is trading at 59. We even saw dot pumping yesterday for a short time. We saw Luna making a new all-time high, and it's just consolidating near the all-time high. Mina is beginning to get some moves. I expect Mina to make another high somewhere here in this run. We even saw SLP running yesterday. SLP made a nice pump yesterday, almost touched a high. It was about 100% gain here when I calculated, and now we're just making a new support zone here. Finally, it's good to see SLP pumping. We saw a similar situation in 1 inch as well yesterday. 1 inch pumped a lot and then we became sideways after a while. Let's check out the Shiba dump. How is Shiba dumping? There we go. Massive dump in Shiba. We told you guys don't ever buy Shiba. If you want to buy, just buy small quantities and try to buy it in a way that it makes you a portfolio in your other coins. If you look at Mana is also sideways trying to consolidate in these zones. I'm expecting a lot from this token Eternity because they just came up with a massive metaverse. I'll be sharing with you tomorrow all those details. It gets very hard for us to discuss technicals, NFT news, everything in one video, and then most people don't watch the whole video as well because it just gets too long. I think ideally you guys like videos which are about 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, anything below 15 minutes. I guess you guys really like them. Anyways, let's wind up our today's video. Mainly I'm looking at AR going to 100. I see Solana has the possibility of touching a 300 anytime soon as Solana conference has started already. And I'm also looking at XC going to about a 200. As for Ethereum, I'm still sticking to 5,200 if we start going after the options expire for an upside. And for BTC, I would still say I'm looking at a 70,000 BTC on upside, and on the downside maybe we're gonna retest 59 and 57. So don't forget, tomorrow we're gonna be finding out in detail exactly what this new crazy NFT project does. So do watch tomorrow's video. That's all for today, guys. Take care and have a great Friday. Bye bye.